Welcome back, everybody. If you're like us, you are glued to your televisions over the last week or so because the Olympics are in full swing. And if you're looking for a great place to chant USA here in town, then check out Industry. They have some themed events for a ton of fun, and owner Harlan Scott is here to tell us more. Harlan, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm glad that we are featuring y'all on this show. You've been around just about 2 years now, which is exciting.
Yep.
Congratulations.
Yep.
Can we hear a little bit more about Industry as a concept, just in case people haven't visited?
Oh, yeah, sure. And shameless plug, Simone Biles is from my hometown. So,
Wait, she's from like Ohio.
Spring, Texas.
Oh, Spring, Texas is her gym.
That's where they all come from.
That's right.
So all the girls are from there. So I was pretty excited.
Shout out Simone.
Yeah, Industry. I've lived in Austin 15 years. We first opened this in San Marcos about 6 years ago. So we're going strong down there. And then I got to fulfill my dream of opening a restaurant in my own neighborhood on the east side about 2 years ago. So we've been open 2 years. Industry is kind of a third space. We open at 9 a.m. most days, and we close at 1 a.m. most days.
Wow.
So we're like an all-the-time spot, coffee, drinks, sports, huge menu. The name Industry is meant to be a subtle call out to the service industry, but also just an ideal of food being about working and being a approachable, common, everyday thing. We want to be that spot where you can come all the time. We have 50 menu items.
Wow.
A lot of them are healthy. A lot of them aren't. We're going to talk about our burger today.
But they're all delicious.
They're all delicious. We make everything from scratch, and the flavors, the menu could easily be described just as like Texas, what I grew up with. Vegetables and fruits that we're used to, putting chilies and peppers in as much things as possible, putting things in taco form, but a little something for everyone.
I think that's wonderful, and we want to make sure to brag on your team, speaking of Industry, at this moment, because you said we're kind of cresting now at the 2-year mark. Everything is hitting at its highest heights.
Yeah. It's been a hard couple of years for restaurants. This summer has been so hard for all of us and our colleagues. The first year of any restaurant's challenging, and I'm really excited to be back here. Last time I was here, we had just opened, and my staff, most of us have been with us over a year, which is a long time in the restaurant business.
It is.
The food is the best it's ever been, and that includes going back to 5 years when we started this, and so I'm super excited and really proud of our brand and where we're at right now, and things are really clicking.
I love it. Okay, and speaking of things you're proud of, your burger is slamming. So you brought me an opportunity to see what goes on behind the scenes for a burger today.
We're actually going to grind this today in-house. No,
I was going to say, I don't have a grinder for you. Walk me through what goes into one of your delicious burgers.
So I say best burger on the east side. That's kind of tongue-in-cheek because the east side is ripe with 1,000 smash burger concepts, and that's the rage right now.
Yes, it is.
And so we're a little more old school. I think the key to a great burger is the patty. Everything else is just condiments. And so, and again, this is my chef's recipe. One thing about Industry is we smoke everything. We have a smoker in the back. We're not barbecue, but we smoke everything. And brisket is one of the things we have. And so we take the brisket fat that we cut off before we smoke it. We take some chuck and the brisket. We grind that together with all these seasonings, and my chef's going to get mad at me if I say them all, but you can just guess by the colors of paprika and cumin and garlic powder and onion salt and smoked kosher salt. And then when it's done, it turns into a patty kind of like this, which I don't know if you're going to zoom in on later, but you can see all the fat in there, and that's really where the flavor is. And so it's about a 70% chuck and brisket and then 30% fat, and the more fat in there, the better it is.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, not something my mother told me growing up. She's a dietitian. And
no.
Yeah, I have tremendous food guilt, which is why so much healthy stuff on our menu. Our best seller is actually our salad for lunch every day.
Okay.
And a lot of vegetarian items. But this burger's over the top. And I'm not a burger person, but I am now. And so then we put that on a brioche roll. This is a bacon onion jam.
Yeah, that bacon onion jam is motivating.
And normally this cheese is a little more melted, but we're on the news today. And then underneath is
magic.
And then a dill pickle mayonnaise. So we mix dill pickles with our mayo, bacon onion jam. So 2 little unique aspects to it, and then obviously the patty. And I like to say I really think it's one of the best burgers on the east side. But again, all the best food's on the east side. So
when we come to order the burger, is it order the burger, or do you have to say medium well or something like that?
You can certainly get it to temp. I mean, we're probably going to cook it to about a medium.
Okay.
And it cooks pretty quickly because of the fat in there. I was supposed to mention techniques for making a patty. Is that what I'm supposed to talk about next?
Well, why don't you go ahead?
Just a couple things, and this is like before I come to news, like chef, tell me how to make a burger patty.
Sure.
No, but a couple things that are really important is one is you grind it, you double grind it, you grind all these things together once. Then you add the seasoning, grind it a second time, and then never form the patty until after you've let it get cold, because the fat gets really hot going through that grinder, it becomes liquidy. And if you try and make the patty while the meat is hot, it's going to kind of fall apart and not stay together. So time, patience, and a lot of patties places it's just the meat. There's 5 other things going on here, and egg. I didn't bring a raw egg with me.
Okay.
So
as a binder,
yeah,
I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's a really good tip about letting things cool down, because it's hot, it's the summer,
Yeah.
and not always do we have the time. So make sure to make
Yeah,
it.
come back a few hours later, then make the patty.
I love to hear it. Okay, so why should folks come watch the Olympics with y'all? This is kind of a thumb in our nose at outdoor patio
Oh,
time.
okay. So I came here 2 years ago, and I generally like to dress up a little when I'm on the news, but I overnighted some new merch that isn't in yet, just for myself. And so I'm wearing this shirt right now, making fun of, today it's 101 degrees. We had an amazing summer. Last summer was traumatic.
Yes.
And so I finally have this whole ad campaign going on. And so the front of the shirt says, "Fight toxic patio culture."
Yes.
And on the back, it's "Normalize air conditioning."
Austin's best indoor
patio. And so both our locations, we have a big open space, open garage doors, sliding doors, lots of natural light, patio vibes without the patio heat. And we have a 3,000 square foot dining room.
Wow.
It's huge. We have a projector, and they're awesome. They got the images. We have a projector. We have 6 TVs. We put the sound on when it matters. But if you want the sports bar, that's what we are. If you just want a place to eat, that's what we are. And right now for the Olympics, not only do we have fun Olympic drink specials, which I brought a couple, but also every time we win gold, for the next 10-15 minutes, everyone gets half off burgers and half off whiskey.
You need to be hanging out the whole
Half
day.
off whiskey, half off burgers, because America.
Because America. That's right. And I hope we bring home a lot of gold.
Yeah.
All right. We really appreciate it today.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay. All right. To learn more about industry, including upcoming events, they've also got a ton of programming that they do weekly, including open mic nights and live music. Head to eastsideindustrytx.com to learn more.